Dieu Donne is an artist workspace dedicated to handmade paper making. We were founded in 1976, originally in Soho, and in 2007 moved to our current facilities here in Midtown Manhattan. We make everything here on site. We work primarily with Western processes and fibers such as cotton, linen, abaca, flax, and occasionally hemp and other fibers. So we start with something called half sheets. Those are torn down and put in our Hollander beater. Pigment is added to it. It gets brought into the studio where a slurry is made with that pulp and water, and you have something called a decal box. It's a screen with a mold on it, and if you were making a straightforward sheet of paper, you would pull it through that slurry. The water would rush out of the mesh screen, and then what you're left with is the pulp in the form of the sheet. The next step in making a sheet of paper is called couching, which comes from the French word coucher, to lay down. And the mold is couched onto a pellon. It's just a non-fibrous material that the sheet gets pressed onto. From there, it goes into a hydraulic press to help get the water out of the pulp. It's then put in a system of weights and fans to dry it. It's a really wet process. It's a messy process. It lends itself to experimentation and also slippage, breakage, mishaps, mistakes, a lot of happy accidents. So the artists that come in here, I think, can often be daunted by that. What I often hear from the artists is that they're used to having a major sense of control in their work, but coming here they're able to let go of that because they have to by nature of the medium. What's unique about Dieu Donne is that artists use our handmade paper sometimes as a surface just to work on top of in painting or drawing, but what we do here that's really innovative and creative is working with paper pulp as a medium. We achieve our goals through a variety of artistic programs, particularly through residency programs for emerging and mid-career artists. There's a selection process, so it's a series of review of images and an interview in the end. So it gets narrowed down from a pool of over 350 applicants to just 4 a year. It's a great opportunity, and they're not just people who have any experience in paper making. Sometimes they come here completely uninitiated, and they're just artists who want to work in a new medium in a fully collaborative environment and fully supported environment. Sue Gozin founded Dieu Donne in the 70s, and Paul Long was our original artistic director, who's still with us today. They met as graduate students in papermaking, and I believe that Dieu Donne was the first of its kind in New York and still remains the biggest in New York City, and if not most of the United States.